Hi everyone, this is Giovanni here with a general reading today based on these different smudging sticks. So we have 5 different smudge sticks here, and I just want you to take a minute and tune into the energy of each of the different smudge sticks. They're used for purifying, clearing, cleaning the home or the energy of the office or space around you. So just take a few moments and tune into each one and see which one calls to you. We're going to pose the question of what can you clear from your life at this time? What can you clear from your life at this time? So based on that question, which of these sage sticks, smudging sticks, I should say, calls to you? You go number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. And then we'll do a full reading for each. And just look at the timestamp below and choose the smudging stick that called to you most, and you can go directly to the start time of that reading. Hi, smudge stick number 1. So for this sage stick, this is the card that was the primary card in front of it. So let's turn it over and see what your guidance is. Originality. Blaze your own trail. So it seems like you can release anything that's inauthentic to who you are. So originality, blaze your own trail. I mean, for me, that means the thing to release is anything that's not originality, anything that doesn't feel authentically you, anything that is, you being what someone else wants and not what is true to you in your heart. I'm going to get some more guidance about that. So let's see if we can get some more guidance about what this pertains to for you, what you can release at this time. Cards are still a little new, so they're still a little sticky. Okay. Discontent and boredom. Discontent and boredom. So because of current events, a lot of us are dealing with discontent and boredom. Most of us are on a stay-at-home order at this point, at least, a lot of states. So one of the things you can release is that discontent and boredom. Instead, consider using that time to figure out what is more original, what's more authentically you, what parts of your life are you not being your most authentic self. Release that boredom and give the time to see what your originality can be. Let's get a little bit more guidance. Okay. Some more shuffle. Let's see. Foundation and achievements. You guys see that? Foundation and achievements. And what's amazing to me with this, I'm not sure if you guys can see it from there, but this is a 4 and this is also a 4. So repetitive 4s for me when I'm reading in the cards anyway, indicates that the angels are with you. So your angels, your guardian angels, want you to remember here that you're not alone. And foundation and achievements, for me, this signifies that you've got to look to your achievements, to things that you've already accomplished, to the solid foundation of who you are. And then release anything that's not authentically you. Remember that your angels are supporting you. We're going to also take a look at, for you, what chakra this might pertain to. So if you're not familiar with working in the chakra system, you can just do a quick, easy Google search. From these cards, I've separated just the chakra cards. And so we're going to see what chakra you can do some releasing, some work in letting go, and what that might mean as it pertains to what you can release at this time. All right. Solar plexus. Okay, so that's the 3rd chakra. So this is really how we relate in the world. So how we appear to other people, what other people think of us. Are we being our original true self, or are we presenting ourselves into the world in a way that's not fully authentic to who we are? So what you're being encouraged to look at this time, Smudge Stick 1, is really just what have you already accomplished? And where can you let some boredom go to really fill that time with being more of your pure and true self, your original, magical, incredible self? Where are you not shining that light? Where are you hanging on in the third chakra, which is just in the solar plexus area, if you want to do some healing work there? Where are you hanging on to concerns about what others think of you and how you look in the world, and who says what? And really none of that matters. It's if you're being your true authentic self and living to the highest ability, really trying to become in the world an expression of your true soul expression, really. Like, who are you actually meant to be? What brings you joy and happiness? What is the most real and authentic version of yourself? So you're being encouraged to look at those things at this time and really see where you can release anything that isn't yours, that doesn't belong to you, any old beliefs, any old fears, and just allow yourself to fill in with the truest version of yourself. Wow. Thank you, Sage Stick One, for letting me look in your space. That's your reading for today. Hi, Smudge Stick 2. I have to tell you that I know you can't smell it through the video, but the cedar here is just so beautiful and strong. So this is your card that was just in front of your smudge stick, and let's see what the guidance is for you, what you can release at this time. Cheer up, live in the moment. Oh, guys, she's a little bit underwater right now. This indicates some emotion, some deep emotion. I mean, obviously, I know since you're here, you're an emotional being, and you must spend a lot of time in your emotions, especially now with what's going on in the world. Try to really just live in the moment. If you can get out for a little walk in your neighborhood, if that's something that you're able to do, that can really help with being in the moment. So can meditation. Let's get some more guidance about this. Let's just see. As I said to Smudge 1, this deck is still a little stiff. It's a little bit new, but it's got great insight and guidance to give. So let's just see what else we can know about what is good for you to release at this time. I mean, obviously, clearly we see sadness. Let's see what else we can know. Light. Wow. So what a contrast, right? This sadness and just darkness in this card, you can see it's just, it feels, just really on the sad side of things. But the guidance is, if you can let go of that sadness, whatever feels like it's dragging you down into the water, and just fill it with light. So I know we're being encouraged at this time just to really, and it's funny, it says live in the moment, but then also, could be just lighten up a little bit. Yeah, there are a lot of serious things happening right now, and for those that are energetically sensitive, you may also be feeling the energy and the stress of the collective, is the way I like to say it. Just the community energy, basically. If you're really sensitive, that can weigh heavy on us. But find little things to cheer you up. There is light around every corner. There are things being done by people that are miraculous and amazing, big things and small things. I'm just going to pull this one off the top. Patience, yeah. This is definitely a time where we all are going to need some great patience. That's going to be one of the other things, is you really are going to have to learn to live in that space of patience, because it's very stressful and can create a lot of anxiety and a lot of this overwhelming feeling when we have no control over the timeline or the outcome of something. So if you can let that go and fill it with light and patience, I think that's really beautiful guidance for you at this time. I've separated the cards that are just the chakras. And so we're going to see what chakra you can do some healing work on for this. Let's just see. This one wants to come out. So let's see. Oh, heart chakra. Yeah. You're just really feeling it. Smudge 2, you're just really just a heart-centered, emotional creature. You just are really feeling, your own emotion, the emotions of others, the gravity of the situation. And there are times where it's just really getting to you and feeling like it's pulling you under. So if you can try to just let that go, even for little bits at a time, work on healing the heart chakra, because you have such a big heart. This is one of the reasons you're obviously a natural empath, and it's causing you just to feel the weight from not only your own emotions and understanding, but from everyone else's. So if you can work on healing that heart chakra, filling it with light, sending it some positive energy, giving it positive affirmations, and then practice patience. That's really the healing that you can do to release some of this deep concern and sadness at this time. And it's not to lessen the gravity of the situation, because we know the situation is very serious right now, but really, what can we do to just give you some personal relief? And that's, working on that heart chakra. There are plenty of heart chakra meditations on YouTube available. And then just really bringing yourself up to a lighter vibration and having patience with yourself and with the whole situation. That's your reading for today, Smudge 2. Hi there, Smudge 3. So this is the card that was in front of your smudge stick. It's a beautiful sage stick covered in roses. It's a yerba santa. It's just really amazing for clearing and healing. So let's see what you can work on at this time. There we go. The Angel of Miracles. Wow. Open your heart and expect a miracle. So release that doubt and just really, if you work with the angels, you may already know about them and how to work with them. If you don't work with the angels, you can do it in meditation or when you're having some quiet time or some time alone. Just tune into that angel of miracles. Call her towards you. Open your heart and expect miracles. We're going to pull some more cards for some more clarity about this, but that's already a really special message. As I've said to the other smudge sticks so far, these cards are a little stiff still, but they're giving great guidance. Expect a miracle. Wow. So let's see what else we can work on here. Okay, this card wants to come out. Temptation. I think it's really tempting for all of us right now to get into a sad place. We saw it in the last reading. There's a lot of heavy emotions happening right now, but if we can just release that temptation to go into a negative space or an unhealthy space, or to make less than healthy choices right now, and just call on that angel of miracles, I really feel like we've got to release that sense of temptation. It's tough as humans. We're not used to having so many restrictions, especially in the US. So we've got to get over that. So let's see. Choose wisely. Yeah. So, it's pretty clear that at this time we've got to really make some smart choices. And when we're feeling tempted to do something that we know is not in our highest and greatest good, just really spend some time. We all know the difference between right and wrong, and things that are good for us and bad for us. And little red flags raise in most of us if we're going to do something that's less than healthy for us. So try to listen to those and really make wise choices at this time. And miracles are possible. Miracles are always possible, but we've got to believe in them. We've got to open our heart and make space for them. So how do we make space for miracles? Let's see, specifically to you, Smudge 3, these are the chakra cards. I separated them out from that deck just to see what chakra we can work on healing, so that you can really get to that space of expecting and accepting miracles. Yeah, heart chakra. Heart chakra is really in need of a lot of healing with a lot of us right now. Smudge 2 got this for their chakra card as well. And for you guys, I just really feel like we've got to open our hearts. Like it says, open your heart and expect a miracle. But if you're very frustrated by the temptations of life and feeling like you have to make all these little choices, to do the stay-at-home order, to even eat healthily, or, not overindulge in other things at this time. I don't want to call anyone out specifically. Um, Choose wisely. Just really work on healing that heart chakra, asking to get some relief from this temptation, whatever it is for you, and really calling on that angel of miracles to help you at this time, to step in and hold your hand and help you learn how to expect a miracle, so you can release all of this doubt and temptation from your space, whatever it is that you're tempted to do. It might be something small, like, tempted to be a couch potato and not, get up and do things. Or it might be something big, like tempted to put someone or something at risk or do something harmful, to yourself by overindulging in some way. So whatever that challenge is for you, just really concentrate on the healing of the heart chakra and calling in this angel of miracles to help you, and really opening your heart to believe that miracles are possible, and they're possible for you, and they're possible now. That's your reading for today, Smudge 3. Hi, Smudge 4. This is your reading for today for your smudge stick. This is the lovely and very refreshing, in my opinion, Palo Santo. I burn this in my house pretty frequently to smudge. And let's see what your guidance is, what we can start to work on. Archangel Raphael, provider of healing for mind, body, and spirit. I love working with Archangel Raphael. I work pretty heavily and have for many years with the different archangels, and Raphael is an amazing healer. That's his main concentration. He also works on love relationships, soulmates of every kind, whether it's, of a lover or a friend or a pet, soulmates of every kind. And then also a little bit with travel for Archangel Raphael, but just really being encouraged to call on Archangel Raphael at this time for healing of all types. So let's see what other guidance we can receive. Let's see what else we can know about how Archangel Raphael can help us to clear something out of our life and what that looks like for us. Now I'm going to pull this one, I think. Material and spiritual prosperity. Okay. We can be calling on Archangel Raphael to really help us with our concerns around material and spiritual prosperity. We can be prosperous in material goods, but it doesn't mean that we're spiritually prosperous. And how can we tune in with that spiritual side of us, especially now? My goodness. Let's see what other guidance we can have about this. All right, it is. Balance. Yeah. So that's also another way that, and this is just a beautiful angel here too. 11 is a power number. So how do we get that balance? I think that's one of the things we're being encouraged to look at and try to release right now, is this need for material and material prosperity, and this panic around it that we're having. And how do we call Archangel Raphael in to get some balance, and just to really be balanced in our thinking, balanced in our actions, be able to have balance even between our material and spiritual prosperity. Maybe right now is the time to really be working on all of our spiritual prosperity. I know a lot of us are in a financial situation right now because of everything that's going on in the world, and we need healing in that area. We can also balance our spiritual prosperity and be working on the spiritual side of us right now even more. These are the chakra cards. I separated them out from that deck just so we can see what chakra got it, which is funny because I was just having some throat problems. Throat chakra. And this is about, throat chakra is obviously what it sounds like. It's a chakra that's closest to our throat. And it has to do with communication, the way we express ourselves, the way we show up in the world, and it's creativity and communication in all its forms, really. So whether that looks like art for you, or dance, or mediumship for me, or others of you out there, that communication, how do we heal that? So maybe some of this is about also healing communication in our lives. And since, as I mentioned, Archangel Raphael, even though he does healing physical healing, he also does healing of relationships. So where can we heal communication? It doesn't have to be romantic relationships. It can be family or coworkers or just communication, between our society as a whole. And how do we achieve balance in that? So I think you're being asked really to just strongly work with Archangel Raphael. Try it just for a week and see how you like it. You can call him in either in the morning when you wake up, do a little meditation, or maybe at a calm time in your day. If you have a lull in your day at some point, or even in the evening before you go to bed, ask him to bring in that beautiful emerald green light that he is known for, and just really show you where in your personal life, because this is a general reading, so it'll be slightly different for all of us, but in your life, where can you work on that communication? Where can you receive healing? Where can you have better balance between, material and spiritual? What type of healing can you receive at this time? And just really, release the need to try to control everything, because we're not able to control things at this time. And just try leaning on Archangel Raphael and asking for some healing in your life and see what happens. That's your reading for today, Smudge 4. Hi there, Smudge 5. This is your reading, and I have this beautiful sweetgrass smudge here that just smells so good. Let's see what your guidance is. Okay. 7 deadly sins. Humanity's destructive traits. Okay, well, I think we're being asked here to really just look at, those 7 deadly sins, or, in a book I recently read, they're called the 7 powers. So what can we look at right now in our space? A lot of us, as I've mentioned in the other readings, a lot of us are on stay-at-home orders. We may be overindulging in one area or another. We may not be overindulging, but we may be getting frustrated with people, or we may be being unfair in our thoughts, or excuse me, in our words. So really look at those, sins, if you will, and see what can you let go of? What is not serving you that you're doing in action? Let's get some more guidance on this. It'll be a little different for all of us, because again, this is just a general reading. But you really do have the power to overcome, anything that's going on with your physical body. That spiritual nature in us is much stronger than the physical. And let's just see what else we can have for some guidance on this. Okay, I'm going to pull right from the middle here. Fulfillment of wishes. Okay, well, it seems like when we really do get focused and get laser clear on what we may be doing that's not serving us, and then we're able to have more fulfillment of our wishes. Maybe for some of us, we're getting wishes fulfilled maybe in a negative way, or in a way we didn't expect, because of, I hate to use the word sins, but, what's going on with us. The good thing here is this indicates that you do have a firm foundation. So you've done some foundational work of, a spiritual nature is the way I feel. But really looking at just what you're doing that's not serving you. I just don't love the word sin, I guess, is what I'm having a resistance to. But I think it just means those things that are not serving us, those areas that we're doing something, however great or small it might be, and we have this opportunity right now to just release that. We have a firm foundation to build off of, but got to release this to have these wishes fulfilled. Now, I had separated out these chakra cards from that same deck. And I'm just going to shuffle quickly and see what chakra we can focus this healing on here for this guidance. Okay, I think it's going to be this one. Crown chakra. That's interesting. So the crown chakra is on top of the head, for those of you that might not know. And again, you can do a very easy Google search and learn more about the chakra system if you'd like. this is the chakra that facilitates our connection with a higher power, our spiritual connection, our connection to our higher self, our divine guidance. So again, really just tune into that higher self, that highest version of you that created this firm foundation for you. And look at what you're doing in your life right now, the last couple weeks, that is not serving you. And you would have gotten a little nudge about it, I'm sure, that you're shooing away, as most of us do with our intuition when it's something that we don't want to hear. And just what can you let go of at this time? What are you doing that you can work on adjusting that behavior, let's say? And that really can lead to a fulfillment of wishes for you. So you're invited to let that go at this time, to make room for something new, and really tune into this clear guidance that you have, this crown chakra channel, just to learn more about what exactly that might be if you're not clear, because you do have the ability to get guidance. So if you feel like you're not clear on what you can release or what you might be doing that's harmful or less beneficial for yourself, just tune into that guidance to get it. Well, thank you for letting me share, and it was great reading for you today. That is your reading, Smudge 5.